Welcome to your community, Meetup Cashflow Creators. Just like to welcome you. I'm excited that you have this opportunity to kind of go through a quick tutorial basically about what our cash flow community is about here in Orange County. That's our website, meetup.com/cashflowoc, if you want to see what events we have coming on. And I just want to start off by saying thank you for making Orange County Cashflow Club, the Cashflow 101 meetup group here, one of the largest meetup communities in Meetup, as well as one of the largest cash flow meetups in the nation. So if you haven't been out, I highly recommend you to attend one of our events. We are doing some really exciting things that are cash flow games, which actually are different from other cash flow games. We actually implement a lot of strategies that we do in real life. We implement them into the game, which allows us to, apply what we learn in the cash flow game to real life. I'm your host, Robert Kaempen. I just like to start off by saying, thank you for giving me the opportunity to meet some of you. I know we've had a chance to talk and play this game multiple times. So if you come out to one of our events, I might be the one hosting it, or I might be the one playing right next to you. So introduce yourself. I'd love to meet you. So what is the cash flow game? Simply put, it is a game that shows you how to have financial freedom without risking any of your money. Let me say that again. The cash flow game shows you how to have financial freedom without risking any of your money. Most of these strategies you'll learn about are basically only available to people that actually put up money and actually do real estate deals and buy businesses. So the cash flow game actually teaches you basic financial education, investment strategies, money management, business ownership, real estate investing, accounting, deal analysis, negotiations, advanced financial strategies, and more. Now, there are two games out there. This one is the 2014, and this one is what we call the classic version. I'd just like to point out that there are a little bit of similarities in them, in the sense that, one, there's a wheel in the middle, which we call the rat race. You have rats, and there are cards that you pull as you go around the rat race. So there is a green, which represent opportunity, and market and doodads. That's the same for the 2014 version. There's a rat race. You go around in a clockwise manner. There's big deals, small deals, market cards, and doodads. The main difference in the 2014 version is there is no dreams. As you can see here, there's only opportunities on the outside, which we call the fast track. Now, if you look in the classic version, there's what we call the dreams, and that's where you put your cheese. So if you were the blue player here and you're going around and you got out of the rat race, you then enter what we call the fast track. And the goal of the fast track is simple, and this is how you win, is to get out of the rat race into the fast track and, one, land on your dream. Okay, if you're able to land on your dream and purchase it, you win the game. The second way to do it is you land on these green spots, which are opportunity to generate more passive income. So if you get out of the rat race into the fast track and you generate $50,000 or more passive income, you win. So in the 2014 version, that's the only way you can win. The simple rules to get out of the rat race there are 4 steps. The first step is to choose your occupation. And just like in life, you're going to choose your occupation at random. These occupations could be a lawyer, a teacher, a janitor. But what the important thing about the occupation is it tells you your income and expenses. Step 2 is you move your rat around the board, collecting paychecks. Now, the paychecks are identified by what these orange spots are, or yellow. When you land on them or you pass them, that's how you get a paycheck. Then you buy cash flowing assets, which are rental real estate, businesses. This is where you generate passive income. Step 4 is to get out of the rat race. And to get out of the rat race, your passive income has to exceed your total expenses for you to get out of the rat race and move into what we call the fast track. And that's basically it. So what you'll learn is the basic fundamentals of income, how a job will not produce financial freedom. It's one of the biggest things. But we also talk about passive income, real estate investing, stocks. We talk about expenses, life events, downsizing, children. We talk about assets at this game, at our cash flow games, liabilities. And there's other things that you'll learn, which is a little bit different than a lot of the other cash flow games. We actually apply real life strategies to the cash flow game. So we do stuff as bank loans from credit unions, or home equity lines of credit, or velocity banking, or partnerships, or attorneys. So there's some really exciting things we do. Now, I want to say this: you do not need to have experience to come out to one of our events. In fact, if you have no experiences, we will teach you and you'll learn just as much as those that do have experience. But the main thing you'll learn is we are a really cool bunch of people. And just take a look at that picture. We are really cool. And we're always looking for one more. So don't be afraid. Come on out. We'd love to meet you. In closing, there are just some house rules that we have. One, show up 15 minutes early. No experience is necessary. And our events tend to last about 2 hours. So get there, expect to stay. We tend to be prompt on our time. And the last thing is you will learn something. So come on out. Again, you can go ahead and attend one of our events if you haven't come out in a while. But the last thing I want to ask, we are actually looking to get some more information. We have a poll that's going on, and I'd like you guys to click on the polls and answer these 2 questions. The first question comes about is, what day would you like the cash flow game to be played? And the second question is, where should we be hosting our cash flow games? So the first question is pretty self-explanatory. Friday night, Saturday night, Wednesday night, Tuesday. Just click it. You can go back and edit if your life schedule changes. You can just edit this response. That would be the easiest. The second thing is, where should we host our cash flow games? This is kind of important in the fact that we're getting to such a large group. It's easy for us to kind of forget about some of the other people that are throughout Orange County. And what we're really trying to do is start cash flow games in your area. So go through and click kind of what area would work for you. We set it up by freeways. So what areas would you be willing to drive to? Thank you and I look forward to you joining us in getting out of the rat race. Again, register at meetup.com/cashflowOC to see a list of what events we have going on next. Have a great day.